That was a little example of what I'm going to show you. Instead of using the 4 on the floor on the bass drum, I like to sometimes use 4 on the floor on the hi-hat. So just 4 on the floor on the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And you can do solos with that. It's great for keeping time. And you can do it with any types of beats, and it kind of helps you get into that groove. Plus it allows you to use off beats, you know, off open hand beats on the hi-hat or open hi-hat beats on the hi-hat. That's something that Bernard Purdie does. I don't know if you've heard of Bernard Purdie, but he's a profound drummer. I think one of the most recorded drummers in history. And he did a lot of Motown, and he did some Steely Dan. And I love the way he uses the off-open hi-hat beats. And somewhere in the future I'll show you the Purdie Shuffle, which kind of uses that aspect of the hi-hat. Anyway, something that's simple, just that 4 on the floor with the bass drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, when I was doing the disco beat, except using the hi-hat. So it's just keeping that time on the hi-hat. I think John Bonham used to do that in some of the solos, keeping that time. See, I can go from rock to whatever, it keeps that 4 going, which keeps you in time for your solos. And you know, you can do just about any beat. You can do polka. Well, not that fast, but no, if you keep it, yeah, polka. And you can do jazz rock or whatever you invent. You can just use that as keeping time while you may be doing dynamics on the set. You know, just kinda where you're doing a beat. See, jazz normally, I'm using the hi-hat on the rock beat. I mean on the hi-hat on the off beats for jazz, which will be, but it also works for just 4 on the floor. It just depends on how you want to do it. I know to me, sometimes I'll be rocking with the jazz, and I'll just kick in with the 4 on the floor with the hi-hat, and it gives me more of a solid groove. It just depends on how you feel. I like using it a lot. It's something I've always used, and it really does keep me in that kind of solid groove. Unless you're using the hi-hat alone, but even then you can probably I like that little, you know, that gives it a cool little flavor. Anyway, that's just kind of what I wanted to show you, just how you can use that hi-hat 4 on the floor. So there's all kinds of ways you could use that. And it's also a good way to practice instead of using a metronome. Well, of course, use a metronome, but just keeping that steady for some of your ideas for soloing. Just keep that going. Something I enjoy, and just wanted to show you that. That's just another aspect of using the hi-hat. And there's a million things you can do with the hi-hat. It's one of my favorite instruments on the drums is the hi-hat. So next time I think I'll get back to the rolls. I just wanted to show you that. And I don't know if I've ever talked about the difference between the hi-hat. Standard drum set always has to have a hi-hat. I mean, I haven't played yet with a drum set that didn't have a hi-hat. And you definitely need a ride for sure. The bigger ride cymbal, you need that. Now crash, you could probably get away without having a crash, but it does add flavor, and just add in different types of crashes. You know, you can have as many as you want, Chinas and that kind of thing. So that's the importance of the hi-hat and the ride cymbal. They're very important when you're doing pretty much any style of music on the drum set. So I'm gonna take it out with the little